So now we're ready to send the email. So let's go ahead and create a public, and that's gonna return void, and this is gonna do send new password email. So, and that's gonna take all the information that we need, because this is the only public method which is gonna be able to be called on that class, and this method is gonna use those two methods down there to send that email. So we already know what we need to get from the user, so I'm gonna copy all those parameters and pass them in here. And in here, all we have to do is to just create another message. So message, I'll call it message, and we're gonna call create message, and we're gonna pass in those values. So we're gonna do first name, password, and then email. So this is gonna create the actual message for us, and here we just have to add the exception to this. So now that we have the message, we can just send the message. So to send the message, we have to call the simple mail transfer protocol transport. So transport, and let's call it simple mail transfer protocol transport. And here we have to call the get email session, and we have to get transport on that, and then we have to pass in the actual protocol that we want. So if you remember, if we go back, the protocol is this protocol right here, which is the simple mail transfer protocol. So I'm gonna copy this, come in here and put it in here, okay? And we have to add a cast to this, okay? So this is gonna give us the simple mail transfer protocol, which is the protocol that we need to send this email message right here. So next we have to go ahead and connect, and here we need to pass in the server and the username and the password. So the server, if you remember, is going to be the Gmail simple mail transfer protocol server. So that's gonna be this right here. It's gonna be smtp.gmail.com. So let's copy this, let's go back and pass it in here, and then we need to pass in the username. So we're gonna do username and the password. Okay, so this is gonna create the connection for us, and next we need to go ahead and then send the message, because now we have a connection. If anything fails here, like the password is incorrect, or you don't have allow less secret app enabled, so this is something else I'm gonna show you in a few lectures, but let's continue with this. And now we can just do send message, and we pass in the message. Oops, not this message. So you can see it takes the message. So the send message, we can go into that. It takes the message, and it takes an array of addresses, and that's what we're gonna pass to it. So the message is right here, which we already created, and then the array of all the actual recipient is on the message itself. So we can do get all recipients, and then we can just close the connection once we're done. So this is the connection, and here we just call close. Oops, and we're done. So now we can create an instance or a bean for this, and then call this method on it, and then pass in those values, and then it should send the email for us. Now don't forget to fill in this information. So you have to go back and put in your username here, like a real one, and then your real password here. Otherwise, of course, the connection will fail once it tries to connect here using the Gmail server with your username and your password. So make sure you do that before you actually test this.